Doberman Pinscher or Rottweiler, both powerful, both protective, but which one is actually more family-friendly? They're both elite guard dogs. They both have intimidating reputations, and both are incredibly loyal to their owners. But living with them inside your home, around kids, guests, and daily chaos, is a completely different story. One is fast, alert, and emotionally attached to its family. The other is calm, powerful, and naturally territorial. In this video, we're breaking down temperament stability, training difficulty, energy levels, protection style, and real-life family compatibility, so you can decide which breed truly fits your lifestyle. If you're considering a serious guardian breed, this comparison could save you from choosing the wrong one. Let's get into it.
You know, they are two of the most iconic, most powerful protection breeds on the planet, the Doberman and the Rottweiler. Both of them have this reputation that just commands respect, right? But when it's time to come inside, which one is actually the better, the safer, and let's be honest, the more manageable fit for a structured family home? So how do you even begin to choose? Well, let's break it down and really get to the bottom of it. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big picture dilemma every potential owner faces. Then we'll dive into two very different styles of protection. From there, we'll get into what it's really like to own one day to day, compare their energy needs, deliver a final family verdict, and then wrap it all up with a reality check you definitely do not want to skip. So let's kick things off with that big picture. Choosing one of these breeds, it's not about picking the one that looks tougher on a leash. It's really about understanding the day-in, day-out reality of living with a seriously capable guardian dog. And this really gets to the absolute heart of the matter. The question isn't which dog is tougher. The real question you have to be asking yourself is, which dog's fundamental personality and needs genuinely fit with my life, my home, and my family? Okay, now this is where it gets really, really interesting. And I mean it, this next part is the absolute key to this entire comparison. These two breeds protect in fundamentally different ways. And once you get this one concept, everything else just clicks into place. So on one side, you've got the Doberman's alert-based protection. And on the other, you have the Rottweiler's territorial-based protection. Now, they might sound kind of similar, but in practice, they create two completely different animals.
Okay, so think of the Doberman like a high-tech perimeter alarm system. It's incredibly sensitive, it's constantly scanning the environment, processing information. This is the dog that hears the mail truck 2 blocks away and immediately looks to you, its handler, for confirmation. Its primary job is to alert you the second anything seems off. Its entire protection instinct is tied directly to its person. Now the Rottweiler, totally different. The Rottie is like a bank vault. It could not care less about the mail truck 2 blocks away. It is calm, it's confident, it's grounded. But the second someone steps onto your property, when its boundaries crossed, that is when the vault door slams shut. It just presents this stable, immovable presence. Its protection is tied to the property itself.
So how do these two totally different protection styles actually feel to live with every day? Well, that brings us right to the owner's experience. This is all about managing the Doberman's intense sensitivity versus the Rottweiler's natural instinct to test boundaries. Let's just put it plainly. The Doberman's alarm system nature makes it incredibly sensitive and super responsive to you. The Rottweiler's bank vault nature gives it this deep, calm confidence that, if you're not a clear leader, can absolutely tip over into dominance. You know, people call a Doberman a Velcro dog, and it's for a reason. It bonds so intensely and is emotionally dialed into its handler. But here's the other side of that coin. That same sensitivity means they can get anxious or neurotic if your training is harsh or if your rules are inconsistent. They don't need a drill sergeant. What they need is a fair, predictable leader. The Rottweiler, on the other hand, is much more of an independent thinker. That calm confidence makes them emotionally rock solid, but it also means they will absolutely 100% test your boundaries to figure out who's really in charge. They demand a leader who is firm, calm, and completely consistent. With a Rottweiler, you say what you mean and you mean what you say every single time. Now, looking at this training breakdown, it's clear both breeds are exceptionally intelligent. But look closely at that key difference, handler sensitivity. The Doberman's super high score there means it lives to please its leader, which makes it feel a lot easier to train for most people. The Rottweiler is just as smart, but it's going to require a bit more convincing that your way is in fact the best way. Okay, let's talk practicals. What's the energy like in the house? I mean, this can be a total deal breaker, and it's another massive difference between them. Just think of it as the sleek athlete versus the heavy-duty power builder. And yeah, you can see here, this difference is not subtle at all. The Doberman operates at a consistently high energy level, day in and day out, while the Rottweiler's needs are definitely more in that moderate range. So what does that mean for you? Well, a Doberman needs a job. I'm talking advanced obedience, dog sports, daily mental puzzles to keep that sharp mind busy. The Rottweiler needs a good, solid workout. Strength-based stuff is great for them, but once that's done, they are generally much, much calmer and more relaxed inside the home. Okay, so we've covered protection styles, we've talked temperament, we've looked at energy. It is time to put it all together and figure out the final verdict. Which one of these incredible guardians is the right choice for your life and your family? But first, and this is so important, let's be perfectly clear. Either of these dogs can be a phenomenal family companion, but only under these specific conditions. Early and ongoing socialization, consistent training, and clear structure are absolutely non-negotiable. An inconsistent home is probably the worst possible environment you could put either of these breeds into. So let's just walk through the decision process. Ask yourself this: is your family active? Do you genuinely enjoy the process of training? Can you provide that constant engagement? If the answer is yes, then the Doberman's responsive nature is probably going to be your best fit. But if you really value a powerful visual deterrent with a much calmer indoor vibe, and you have that quiet confidence to be a firm leader, well then, the Rottweiler's steady nature is likely your match. To really put it simply, for most truly committed families, the Doberman probably has a slight edge, just because its sensitivity makes it more adaptable, and frankly, easier to train. But for sheer physical presence and confident, no-nonsense territorial protection, the Rottweiler is in a class all its own. And we absolutely have to end here, because this is, without a doubt, the single most important part of this whole explainer. Choosing one of these dogs is a massive, massive commitment, and it comes with very serious implications. Just let that sink in for a second. No matter how loving and goofy they are with their own family, these are not your average golden retriever. They were purpose-bred for a specific, serious job, and that instinct never, ever truly goes away. Without these three pillars, and I mean relentless socialization, consistent leadership from every single person in the house, and daily engagement for their body and mind, either one of these incredible breeds can become anxious, reactive, and frankly, dangerous. The weight of responsibility on you, the owner, is immense. So when you really get down to it, the question isn't Doberman or Rottweiler. The real question is for you, and you have to be brutally honest with yourself here. Are you choosing the dog that truly fits the reality of your daily life, or are you choosing the dog that fits the image you want to project? Your answer to that single question, it changes everything.
Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon. That way you'll never miss an update. Thanks for watching.